Alright guys, today we are playing just a fun deck, mostly a just mess around deck, but it's turned out to be quite a bit of fun. So it centers around 1,000 Year Storm. We have 3 copies, 3 Shark Typhoons also, 3 Whirlwinds of Thought, 3 Storm's Wrath, 4 Deafening Clarion, 4 Teferi, 4 Sinister Sabotage, 2 Clear the Mind, 3 Fire Prophecy, 4 Opt, and 3 Light of Hope. So the idea is get 1,000 Year Storm out and do a bunch of crazy things. Teferi is mostly just so we can't be countered, because people love to counter or destroy 1,000 Year Storm, and that's why we also have Sinister Sabotage. And that is Chewy right behind me. Hi, Chewy. He wants to come say hello. Unfortunately, he's a very heavy cat, so him saying hello is a little awkward. Okay, we are against blue-white so far, so I would not be surprised to see a Teferi come down. Excuse me. Oh, nope. Chewy, you're going the wrong way, buddy. Let's get you back up there. There you go. Alright, so the question is, do we go for the Teferi? Oh, he is right in my ear. And risk the counter, or do we hold up Sinister Sabotage? If we go for Teferi and it gets countered, we don't really have anything to do for a while. So I think we just hold up Sinister Sabotage. And that pause tells me the opponent does have something to play. Or maybe they just are thinking about putting counters on Blast Zone. I should have just played the Mountain. But I don't think I'm going to Teferi again. I think I'm just going to wait for another Sinister Sabotage. Yeah, hi Chewy. And I don't think that's worth countering. Maybe it is. I get the Surveil. I'm good on land. So if it's a land, I can throw it in the bin. Opt is pretty nice too. And I don't think we try for the Shark Typhoon just yet. I think we need to try to run them out of a few more counters. Yeah, hi Chewy. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Whirlwind of Thought. I need to be at least getting card advantage here. So I'm going to try to run that out. No, I'd rather hit land right now. and make them afraid that I'm going to counter their counter. Or have something to do after the Shark Typhoon. And I'd rather run them lower on counters. Two Clarions does not seem very good here. Seems like they're probably running Shark Typhoon as well. Or maybe just Brazen Borrowers are their win condition. So we've only seen two kinds of counters. So I guess we try to opt first. See if they counter it. Ooh, Teferi is good. And now, if they run Mystical Dispute, if they only have Mystical Dispute, we can at least pay for this. Ooh, very nice. Okay, so now we can Clarion safely, get rid of their Borrower. I think that's probably good enough. We can do that at instant speed, though. They're probably going to blow up the Blast Zone now to get rid of Teferi, but we do have the ability until our next turn. No, he's not. Or maybe he's just afraid of a counter from us, so he's been afraid to cast anything. I'm actually very fine with that. He's going to get back his own Teferi. I'm generally not looking to cast things at instant speed, though. So as long as he can't counter that or return it to my hand. And he's maybe going to run Blast Zone up another counter this turn. And two more counters next turn, so Shark Typhoon does not have very long to live, I'm betting. And unfortunately, both of our win condition permanents are 6 cost. That one I am far less okay with. Okay, so I've seen all control with no win conditions yet. So I'm just going to clear the mind and hopefully draw something a little more useful. Yeah, Teferi's pretty good. So this must be some sort of Yorion deck that just got a very slow start. So if he minuses Teferi, I can kill it this turn. I mean, I guess he could also be a Dream Trawler. Alright, do I go for Teferi or Shark Typhoon? I guess I'm more okay with Teferi getting messed with than Typhoon. Okay, sacrificing Omen of the Sea. Alright, do I Shark Typhoon here for one to keep Teferi alive? Oh, he's not a... Oh, he can't attack with the Risen Borrower. Okay, so if I Shark Typhoon first, I get a 3/3 that just immediately dies. I think I still Shark Typhoon. Yeah, I Shark Typhoon while he can't counter it. And then maybe I should have minused Teferi on the token. Okay, so it's for sure he's looking for Yorion. Maybe he found it. Or Shark Typhoon. He's running plenty of non-creature permanents as well. Well, non-creature spells. They don't have to be permanents. Oh, he can just minus Teferi. If he minuses Teferi, both of our Teferis die next turn. Yeah, if he returns Shark Typhoon to my hand. And there's his Shark Typhoon. Okay, so we are running the same win condition. Oh, I see. That's why he doesn't want it on the battlefield. Okay, and I can cast this twice. It means I cannot cast Shark Typhoon. I can destroy his, though. And I'm kind of doubting whether he has a way to get Shark Typhoon back from the graveyard. Okay, leaves them both on top. So it could be a Shark Typhoon and a Teferi, maybe. There's the Dream Trawler. So he is both. And Narset. So I have to cast 2 Deafening Clarions, or a Storm's Wrath and a Deafening Clarion to get rid of his Dream Trawler. Finds another Shark Typhoon. Yeah, I think I have to get rid of his Dream Trawler first. Or maybe I just play my own Shark Typhoon and hope he can't mess with it yet. I think that's what I do. And then next turn I Storm's Wrath and Clarion and unfortunately wipe both our boards. Okay, so now what do I let get countered? Because if I try to Clarion twice, he's just going to counter one of them. If I try to Storm's Wrath and Clarion, he's just going to counter one of them. Maybe I cast Whirlwind of Thought, knowing he's going to counter it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. But I do need the card draw. Okay, and we did know that was coming. So now I can Clarion, get rid of one of his sharks. And then I guess I just try to find Teferi to bounce Dream Trawler or something. I need to be able to draw more cards in a turn, though. So Narset has to die. And he exiles my shark. Okay. Well, it doesn't solve my problem, but it puts a band-aid on it. All right. That is enough for the scoop. So maybe I should be running more counters and less damage. Maybe take out the Clarions for Dispute or the Storm's Wrath. Storm's Wrath deals with Planeswalkers, though, that have already hit. And typically I'm not saving mana for their turn. Maybe the Fire Prophecy? Yeah. Interesting. Really was hoping that would be a land. I really can't afford to miss land drops. Yep, and I can't miss 2 land drops in a deck that's obviously ramping. Well, that's the first problem I've really had with land, though. Otherwise, that hand was perfect. Okay, so this is going to be a Reanimator deck. He did not exile a creature card. And he runs Kaya's Wrath. So I think I just ensure card draw here. My health isn't in danger, and I have 2 ways to deal with creatures. Wow, draw a card and lose 5. I think I am going to Shark Typhoon and just double my chance of hitting the land I need. I'm really confused about what this guy's playing. He's just gonna kill himself with Castle Lockthwain. Literally. Ah, that's funny. All I did is kill 2 of his creatures, and one of them was a token. Yeah, we'll try it. It's not great, but it's not terrible. We can hopefully opt into some more land. Duress? What can they do for 1 mana that they're trying to sit on? Draw a card, lose a life? But that's not instant. I don't think. I think that's a sorcery. What are you up to, Fierce Sculptor? Okay, this might be a thought erasure. If it's a thought erasure, he's definitely gonna go... What? I was gonna say he's gonna go for the Mystical Dispute, which means we just counter it, so he doesn't get a free look at our hand. Yeah, I think a land is good here. I don't think another one is. Whirlwind is good. Clear the Mind, also good. Maybe Brazen Borrower shenanigans? If it is Brazen Borrower, he should do it right now. I guess it could also be some sort of... Oh, what's that? a mass. So he did have that, and it is an instant. Okay, so that's what took him so long to figure out earlier. And I don't think we do anything yet. If we need, we can cycle a Shark Typhoon. They don't seem like the kind of person to go to combat before casting stuff. I should have countered the Vandal, though. Alright, if I Teferi, I can bounce the Vandal and hold up some counter. I mean, or I can just Deafening Clarion at a point that he can't respond to. I guess if he cycles... Okay, so I let that resolve. And then when he goes to cycle something in response to the counter... Oh, alright, well... Guess we're just doing it this way. Oh, I guess I could have waited until Cloudkin resolved and before the draw card. Yeah, that would have been better. Okay, so getting one land means I can Shark Typhoon and hold up one blue mana for a Mystical Dispute on something blue. So I guess if he goes to Mystical Dispute this, then I can Mystical Dispute that. Notice our opponent has not accrued any timeouts. He has hit the timer on every single turn, and we are at least 7 turns in. Why does he want the 1/1 with Death Touch so much? Oh, that's funny. That is a hilarious land base. I mean, I guess we don't need 2 damage spells, and we don't have 2 red right now anyway. Yeah, I guess. It's a little greedy, but we'll see. Okay, blue-red. This guy has Adapt. Is he Phoenix? Is that why he's planning on drawing and discarding? So I'm kind of hoping he gives me something to counter so that I can see if the top card is land, and if it's not, put it in the graveyard. Oh, it's not when it deals damage. Okay. So I think we go for the Clarion here and see if he runs counters. Then again, he might just be holding a counter for Teferi. Okay, Migration Path, which is green. Is he just a draw deck? I mean, so far, every card he's played has some form of draw on it. Okay, so he does run green. Okay. And I can get rid of that. And then I'm gonna hold up Sinister Sabotage. Yeah, I don't think I want him exiling things from my graveyard and dealing damage and gaining health and whatnot. Especially something that's indestructible. I have no idea what his endgame is. Genesis Ultimatum, but Genesis Ultimatum doesn't do enough for him. So I guess let's just run out another Whirlwind this turn. I need to be trying to draw land. I better wait till his turn to do that. I would love to have the land now, but yeah, I should wait till his turn. So if he casts something blue, I can still Mystical Dispute and maybe Light of Hope or Shark Typhoon. That's a good one to dispute. He does have the 3 for it. Okay, so resolve, and then destroy an enchantment. Okay, and I want a blue. Actually, it doesn't matter what gets held back here. Okay, discard 2. I'm good on colors. And that gives me the land, so I should be good there. Migration path again. Wilt again. Alright, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to wait till I have 9 mana so I can Thousand Year Storm and counter in the same turn. So if he has another Wilt, at least I have an answer for it. Teferi's not bad. I think I would rather hold up the counter, though. And save Teferi for next turn. Yeah, I don't care about that. You can draw all the cards you want. I'm just gonna Clarion now. And then I'm gonna hold up enough for Sinister Sabotage. So 1, 2, I guess 3. Because the opts can get crazy. Okay, shock. Sure. Sure. Yep. Yep. Should probably work on shuffling in soon. Hope that they can't both be in the graveyard. Okay, we just haven't seen them yet. Alright, 4 mana. We can throw down an opt on his turn. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what I need. And that should lead to the scoop. I don't know why he's not scooping right now. Double Storm's Wrath. That'll do it. I really don't know what I'm looking for here. I have all the threats I want. I will just go ahead and gain a bunch more life. So I have 18 damage right now. Alright, and I am going to minus and get rid of a Whirlwind of Thought because I'm at a place where I have plenty of draw now. So if he Storm's Wrath this turn, it won't be that big a deal. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, and I think that's going to do it for this deck. As you can see, it's a pretty fun deck. There are certain decks it's not very good against, but it's pretty versatile. So it's decently good against every deck, with some weaknesses, sure. But yeah, it's really fun. Try it out, play it for yourself, and as always, have a good day. And that's an order.